What a crazy year it's been in the world of professional wrestling. What storylines kept you on the edge of your seats? Who were the top wrestlers of the year? And what headlines shook the entire industry? We cover all of that and much more, including our top 10 guests that got the most views as we bring you the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, Best of 2024. And that starts right now. And good evening, everybody. Welcome here to our last show of the year as we bring you the best of 2024 right here on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. And of course, you can see I'm together. I get my headphones, and I'm assuming that sound effect went off. So who knows? Who cares?
Nope, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, Ruby. You got to fix everything.
Yeah. Restart.
Yeah. So don't adjust your screens, everybody. We are having this is a live show here tonight because tonight, like I said, is our year end. Of course, Rough Cut Rick will be here. Down at the bottom, Mr. Dirty Heel, Austin Cage. And then, of course, joining us here tonight, coming back and gracing us with his presence is GQ. And unfortunately, the Gem Cena Miz could not be here tonight because he is actually very sick and he is under the weather. And we wish him well, and he will be helping us kick off 2025 here in a couple weeks. But we got a great panel here tonight, guys, man. So first off, man, how's your holidays going? Let's see. Austin, have you got your holiday shopping done?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know if you buy for anybody. I mean,
I buy only for what I have to. I don't do the extra.
I know you.
Hashtag heel.
Well, I'll try heel or not. If you have a lady in your life, don't be a heel to your lady because it's not gonna be a good year for you upcoming.
The gift that he gives the lady is his presence.
There you go.
That's the present that he gives her is his presence.
Yeah. See, GQ knows.
Yeah. So just keep the gift that keeps on giving, and
well, I gave her first NFL game today. She's never been to an NFL game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis today. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, that's only a couple hours from Evansville, right?
Yeah, about 2.5 since they built 69. We used to have to go up Highway 41, and that was like 3.5 hours.
Ah, okay. All right.
I'm going to say it like this. The best thing to come out of Indiana is the exit sign, so.
No, that's Kentucky, buddy.
Hey, we can debate that.
The land of keeping everything in the family.
No. I want to say if you drive through Evansville, you might have to go get a shower. So, I mean, just by driving through it,
No,
So
no,
yeah,
I'm still going with Henderson, Kentucky on that one. Now, if
Henderson,
you want to talk,
Kentucky.
if you want to talk about land of the pigs because all they do is eat, then yeah, you got me on that one.
Do we might as well pop the big announcement, whichever way the thing is now. Pop the big announcement that Jim wants to really talk about.
Yeah. Hey, Tex. Yeah. So I saw on toward the end of SICW All Star Wrestling that was airing right before we came on here tonight. Kevin Von Erich is now the latest legend to come. That's going to be coming to FanFest 3. So it's building up to be a big event this coming year in 2025, and of course, we will be there to see it all. May 16th and 17th. We'll get to that here as well. And of course, once again, this is a few days right before the holiday. Of course, a Texan Merry Christmas to you, and of course, a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody watching here this evening. And whenever you may be watching here, because tonight we got we just kind of giving you a rundown here of some things to talk about here tonight. We've just gonna just run through kind of the top headline, or at least some of the selected headlines from Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Unfortunately, I could not get to AEW because Tony Khan is apparently making announcements again that he's losing Rampage at the end of the year. So,
Ruby, time out. Look at GQ. He has something to say.
Ruby, are you going to ask how I'm doing for the holidays? You asked him, but you didn't ask me, diddly squat.
Oh, yeah. Well, how's your holiday? I'm sorry.
It was good until now.
Did you go through the advent calendar yet?
That's a calendar? I thought that was just like a snack of chocolates for the whole day. So
well, you have to do something, man. You have to do something. And each day when you open the door and you take the candy out, you have to do
have
something.
an advent calendar that I opened it all up, but I got it. I forgot where I got it from. I only buy the best anyway. It was one of Christmas Vacation.
Oh man,
With figures and stuff with that.
Yeah, you got to you at least send me a photo of that, because I'm always something about Christmas Vacation. Of course, a late friend of ours was always something about Christmas Vacation too. And speaking of which, yes, please show it. Yes, the holiday Marty move,
and it's not just for white people either. So
I'm sure. Never mind.
Let it go, Austin. You start jokes in the chat in the green room, I'm going to bring them out. So
I mean, okay. If you well, you mainly will. I guarantee the percentage of white people and black people wearing that is 98% white, 2% black, just because they lost a bet. I'm just saying. I still stick with my previous comment. What it looked like originally when you stood up.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay, now you can finish, Ruby. Go ahead, take it over.
Man, those are awful together. If you're talking about,
I'm sorry, I missed a lot about being on the show. A few things I didn't miss. Anyway, go on.
But it's so relieved though, man. We just have to feed off each other, man. I mean, heck, y'all were hitting on me about my bald spot.
Now that we're alive and everything, I'm looking at both of you, actually paying attention. I got to get used to two heads of no hair instead of a head of no hair and Zach's hair.
Wait, hold on. The three heads of no hair, okay? And you can't. Well, no, you can't count that spray on hair that comes from that can.
No, okay? He's got the John Cena look. We just can't see it.
Wait, I know. I forgot. You had some great merchandise back in the day. That thing with the magnet where you can move the hair around and color it.
Hey, and I know you do well in everybody's house with that Mr. Clean look.
Screw you. Okay. Anyway, go on. Go on. I've already gotten that enough, so go ahead.
New products every week coming out. I'm surprised they ain't sent you a check.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Bring up Frank's.
Yeah. There we go. I agree with this. Yes, hair is overrated. So.
Well, I mean, y'all want to start y'all's own singing group, Balds to Men?
Balds to Men? That's very funny. Oh, God. What was that?
It's better than the Diddy. Hey, it's better than the Diddy fan club he was in. But anyway, let's keep going. I'll show you I can out heal you. So,
Good luck with that, pal.
I'm going to flip back into the itinerary.
yeah, come on. You remember, you forget, you gotta rope us in now, Ruby. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. So, like I said, we're going to go
Oh
over
yeah,
just
and
a few
get
headlines.
better too, Zach. We miss you.
Yeah.
Of course, you get sick on the day when I am actually on the show. So,
yeah, I know, because there were going to be 4 of us on the show, and just oh my God.
I dedicate.
So you're already getting it already, dude.
That, so.
You're already getting it. But once again, we're going to go over top major headlines from WWE. And then we're going to be bringing up Sports Illustrated just actually released their year-end Pro Wrestling Awards for 2024. We're going to discuss about that. We might have a little flashback to the best of with the gold memes. And then we're moving on to the top 10 guests of Falls Count Everywhere for 2024. And just so you know, how we rate this is viewership across all of our platforms. That's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's X, and that is Twitch. Even though I'm sorry, Twitch didn't really factor much in the decision in that, but you know, you gamers need to stop being so darn nerdy and just watch something that's actually better for a change. And so, you know, and besides, you can take 2 hours.
I gotta check my GTA. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta check on my GTA feeds real quick. Okay.
No, brother, you don't play on Friday nights, so and you don't play on PlayStation, so don't even go there. So
okay, give me a week or two, and I bet you I'll be on PlayStation for a short while.
So is that just turning it on just to make sure it still works, and turning it off?
Oh man, let's take a sip and move on. Hey, but before we move on here, let's move into just once again, guys. If you haven't ordered by now, it may be getting it after Christmas, but you can always get it after Christmas. Treat yourself to the best T-shirt around, the Jersey style T-shirt, most comfortable shirt around. Yes, guys, it is the Falls Count Everywhere podcast T-shirt and the We Talk Wrestling T-shirt. There's 4 different variations of the We Talk Wrestling shirt. That is from thewokebrand.com. That is woke as in WHOAQ brand.com from Terry Rush Russell. Make sure you go visit the website, scan the QR codes, and get all you need for all your wrestling shirt needs, I should say.
And while you're shopping for shirts online, you can always go to prowrestlingtees.com/theMattManiac or GQ Ewing, Mr. GQ Ewing, and get some shirts there too. But get these first. Get this way. Get these first.
Also, you got anything you want to plug before I move on?
As long as he's not trying to tag the Moose shirt, we're good.
Moving on. Boy, I forgot how much fun it is when we don't have notes in front of us. That was the cool thing.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I got something that tops your little Moose shirt. Give me 2 seconds.
What? He better have the glass with eggnog in it. That looks like the Moose.
Oh no. Yeah. Continue, guys. I'll be over in a second. I got to find it.
Hey, can I get you a refill? Take out a field to leave it for dead.
Where is it?
Yeah, if you were actually a Griswold here, what family member would you be? GQ.
Not anything on Eddie's side.
Right.
If anybody says it, not a chance.
Man,
that's funny.
Yeah. So we'll talk about holiday plans here in just a bit. As soon as Austin Cage gets back, I keep forgetting that.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, you're back? You're back?
Yep,
you're back?
Back. Yeah, okay. I'll see if you guys can see this. Okay. So this thing says, "Kiss me under the mistletoe," and the mistletoe's at the bottom of the shirt.
I got a better shirt I can go get, but I don't want to go get it, so no.
And then I was trying to find this other one that says, "Mary, go yourself."
Some of the debates on your GQ equals Uncle Eddie all day. Oh man, here we go. Hey, he's
Hey,
well enough
right
to
now
take
our
pot
joke
shots.
shooter is full, so let's move on.
You don't like that? Okay. But here, actually, no. Let's get back because Austin Cage and his time in the business has got some very interesting stories. You know, I haven't come up with some artwork yet, but I'm almost want to call it the Dirty Chronicles because that's about, you know, I'm sure. Well, it's about the Dirty Heels experience in the business. So what's tonight's story that you have for us, Mr. Austin Cage?
All right, so this was probably like maybe 2 weeks in. There's this real big lady that everybody called Billboard Ann because she was just that big. And then we called her husband Lizard Man because he was some kind of crackhead. He was always going like with his
Jesus.
tongue in and out. So one day I took like this, and you know how KFC has those buckets that you put like a whole thing of fried chicken in, right? So I took an empty one of those, and then I put like soap, water, and everything they needed because they both stank like hell. And I put the lid back on it. They actually thought I brought them a thing of fried chicken. I handed it to them. Billboard Ann opens it up, and she's just like, "I don't shower. I need food, you son of a bitch." I was just like, "No, you don't." And then you remember that fat guy that I told you I took the cane and threw it up on the second level a while back? I took his cane and I poked her like her stomach like this, and she said, "I'm going to murder you. No one touches my fat but my lizard man." I'm like,
No,
I
she
screamed.
said it wrong. Nobody wants to touch it but the Lizard Man.
Oh no, I got on the mic. That was the best part about it. Was like during the match, I got on the mic. I'm stomping on the guy during the match, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, back to you. No one wants your fat ass." I was like, "I guess you had to pay Lizard Man just to be with you." She's just like, "That's none of your business." And then they all waited for me outside, like 3 or 4 of them, because they were all related, and they wanted to wait for me and jump me. But all I had to do was run back 5 feet, and they were out of breath.
So there are 4 people waiting outside. They're all related, and I guess they were waiting on a double date, or
Hey, I guess that's what they were, but they wanted to come after me because
Don't you
next
dare
thing I
find
know,
that picture, Ruby. I just saw Z's comment. Don't you dare find that picture. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I already know what he's talking about. And next thing I
okay.
know, the booker of the show texted me that night. He's just like, I don't think I need you to come back next week because I'm receiving death threats on your life.
Now, of all the times over all the years, like me and Ruby has also been involved. Never have we had death threats. We've had threats of being arrested. We've had riots caused, but never death threats.
Yeah. He said the lizard man said he was going to bring his gun and shoot me. I was like, I deserve an award for this shit.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
Shoot.
another story time.
Oh. Well,
I just wish GQ you could have heard the Febreze story.
now let's say that for another time, man, because
Okay, you never had a story that doesn't involve you an air freshener in an outdoor show because somebody broke wind bad enough that you have to spray air freshener outside.
Oh no, this was all inside. They just don't take baths.
No.
That's how bad they stink.
This was a legit story, and I'll mention it, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for it, but it was the Beast that did that. Our locker room was not in a tent either. It was banners made around in a circle. But he still passed wind to the point that he had to pull out air freshener to spray it because it was that bad outside with unvented and everything. I mean,
oh, that's great. That is great. That's terrible, but great.
man,
one of these days we'll tell a story about the using the bathroom and the scent was there overnight and it moved from the back to the front of the building. By the time we went back to it, I'm just not going to say who or what or whatever. You know,
I'm glad I wasn't there because I suck with bad smells.
it's horrible. So let's see. I'm trying to see what else we had in here. Because I know we're going back to many different slides here. Oh yeah, let's also mention. And once again, this is our artwork going back to SICW FanFest 3. We are officially there. and we can't wait to get back and see all these great stars, especially Kevin Von Erich now being part in the festivities with SICW Fan Fest 3. Like I said, we will be there on Saturday the 17th. We will start our simulcast at noon this year, coming up in 2025, and we'll see how long we go. But we're just here to have some fun. We're here to to kind of take see what we got going on with festivities, and we will yeah, man, we're excited to be here because who knows? Like I said,
Yeah,
I'm still
and this
Austin
fan
Cage
fest, this
needs
has
to
to
come
be the
down.
one that somebody attacks Ruby, because Z's been attacked on one of the fan fests. I've been attacked on one of them. It's Ruby's turn now.
No, it's back to you again. So
No. You know, I should be able to sit with Briscoe this year. I'm just saying.
well, if I don't know, if Presco's even been announced. Has he been announced?
No, I'm just saying if he does show up, that he's the one I need to sit with this year and everything. Just because you did last year and Z did. Z was living in the year before.
I mean, like I said, Mac Davis and Teddy Long are coming back here. You know, we can always have, we'll make Teddy Long make a match. You going 1-on-1 with Attila Khan. How's that? That's going to be that'll be our gift to you. So Z can't wait to be there. I think Z's behind us.
I'm sorry, his daughter scares the ever living hell out of me. I'm going to tell you that right now. So
yeah, I know. She, you know what the old cartoons where you swing your arm around and hit somebody on the top of the head and they like bang you down. Yeah, that's
that
pretty
weird
much.
lady is tall.
Yeah, she's pretty tall. So
I do want, you know what? Instead of anybody like any of us, I want to see her attack like our little friend Tyler Cooley.
I don't even know. I don't even know if Tyler's even going to be at this.
It'll
I
end
don't
up
know.
being like this. You know, here's Tyler, and there's her. Anyway, no, he said he was going to try to come out to the show. I know that because I told him don't ever not have fun in life and miss opportunities for stuff. So
yeah, absolutely.
I just want to point this out. I'm glad Zach fixed his statement because it's looked like if you read it real fast, looks like I said I'm hanging out with Teddy alone again. But then he fixed it at the bottom.
It could have been glitched where it's sending messages. That happens here. Facebook is screwed up, and let me tell you, me and Facebook are about to throw down here just a bit if I keep getting these ad sharing monotones for supposedly a royalty-free song I had was allowed to play, and apparently there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to change. Like I'm going to have to change our intro going into next year, and which will be
the same
fun.
one that you've used before? Or is it this current one?
No, it's our current one. It has to do with the audio track counting down. So
pull up Jim right now. Pull up Jim right now.
Man, I lost it when Teddy was telling that story on the 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway. Telling the story how he got into Rustler's court because he was on Viagra to the boys. I'm like, oh Lord.
The boys thought it was some kind of drugs, and it was actually that.
Well, no, it was some stiff charges. But still.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my! Here we go. We're still going. We're still going.
Have that Lawler access where it lasted longer than 4 hours.
Anybody need a towel hung?
Look, I'm sorry.
Come on. Let's stay. Where were we now? Okay.
We are. Yeah. So let's talk about a couple things here. We're going to mention something on just one headline on Raw. NXT and SmackDown, and then four. So we'll kind of do some little bit of open
Stop,
discussion.
Frank. Just stop, Frank. Just
Yeah.
stop.
So how about we move on to this year? So we had history happen last Monday night with the War Raiders capturing the World Tag Team titles off the Judgment Day from Finn Balor and JD McDonough. And of course, Damian Priest getting involved again. So a couple things I want to kind of bring up here. And even if you want to kind of chime in on here, Austin and GQ as well. I mean, first of all, when is this thing from Damian Priest going to end with the Judgment Day, really? And second of all, are the members of the Judgment Day going to start looking at Finn as a leader, not fit, and they're going to start going their own way?
I'll go. You want me to go GQ or you want to?
Why don't you go ahead and take the wheel,
I
Austin?
think personally they're going to stretch it out a little bit till they can actually have a match of Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dominic and Liv. And then I think that'll start ending that too. And then I think they'll just get rid of Balor altogether. Let him go to the Demon for a while.
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe the Demon starts teaming with the other creepy group,
I mean, I think they'll stay together for at least to the Royal Rumble, but I think that Finn keeps on saying he'll finally say he's the leader, and then he just keeps losing and failing, and then like I said, they break away from that, and like you said, Finn goes off on his own and becomes a Demon because that's the only thing that's going to work for him because nothing else is working. He lost the tag titles.
There is one thing they could do that would make a better group to go against Judgment Day and all the other groups and everything. Hunter has made strides with doing a lot of work with other groups and everything, like he's done with everybody's favorite, songwriter. We'll leave that alone. I'm not going to say the name right now because I don't want him to pop up and take over. But look at what everything he's done with that. How about seeing Finn and the OC and AJ actually form the Bullet Club in WWE?
That I'm on board with. I mean, if Finn goes the way of a face, and like I said, I don't know, AJ is still, he re-injured again, so it's going to take some time for AJ to get healed. But we would like to see.
He walked him out instead of wrestling right now.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, we have to look into the rights of where the Bullet Club stands and who's got that, and if it can be used. So there might have to be another faction named, since they can't do the Bullet Club.
What was that name they were using? They were all three together.
The OC.
Yeah, the OC.
Use that.
But no, I'm talking about with the strides that Hunter's been making with doing a lot more work with groups. I can see him negotiating use of that so they can increase their T-shirt sales. They can make their own version of the shirts too, and thus doing something with that. Like, again, the name I won't mention, look at everything that they've given him, with him being under contract with two different groups and still able to work indies and everything. That's just more money in the long run that can be made. And they're bringing in the fans from the indies and everything and other groups, rather than just, remember how we always said there's wrestling fans and then there's WWE fans. Hunter has been doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
With everything that he's been doing. He's doing something that Vince never wanted to do, because if it wasn't made by Vince, he didn't want to deal with it.
Very true.
Yeah, absolutely. And
so why not capitalize and bring those fans in and introduce your fans to other stuff? Because again, nobody thought anything would happen, and then all of a sudden you see Jordan Grace come out in the Royal Rumble, Mickie James the year before. Think of everything with that, and it's just,
Yeah. Well, like I said,
it's a win for the business. I mean,
well, right now, as far as I know, that TNA has still got a working agreement with WWE, but they've just not been doing nothing because of the holidays. But we're going to see a build up to the Royal Rumble and see who appears. There's a lot of rumors going around that Jordan Grace would be done after Genesis in TNA, and then I think she's got a deal coming with WWE. So we'll see how that transpires.
Ruby, we all know the
to
one
come.
guy that you want to see, so just calm down on the Royal Rumble.
Oh no, I was going to say if he doesn't appear at Royal Rumble, that's a missed opportunity for this year alone.
I think he is.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
No. Oh, good Lord, no. We are not going to see her because she still has a lot of stigma on her.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Brought up Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
Oh no. Well, Tessa just came back to TNA. Just came back, so I'm not seeing that ever happening.
She still got that ankle bracelet
not right
on.
now.
And the fact that she still has a lot of stigma because that was not good heat that she had when she came back.
No,
that was pure hatred. That was not even wrestling. Ah, hell! Frank just said the name.
Damn it, Frank! You messed it up.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
I don't know.
Do it. He said it. You got to do it.
His name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the GIF, but I think I lost it somewhere. Doggone it. Oh wait, no, here it is. Hey, there you go. It's happening by God. It's gonna happen. All right, Joe, get off my screen.
Yeah, but okay. Let's bring up that since somebody else brought it up. But Z has a point that a lot of people in WWE want to work with her though too. Are we talking about Blanchard or are we talking about Jordan Grace? Which one are we talking about here first, Z? I want to make sure.
I'm assuming
Tessa Blanchard. That's news to me because I mean I know Tessa's tough, but then again, I think she still has a lot of heat to kind of die down off her first, and some of that heat is unnecessary. Honestly, I mean, if she's taken back and apologized for it, then
even Moose has been standing up for her.
Yeah, so it is Tessa.
I can understand that. I mean, but there's still too much stigma, and it's not just the call of Hunter on that though. Too, you also still got to deal with the major company and everything. I will see a better chance of Tessa coming in other than anybody with the last name McMahon, other than Stephanie. I mean, but Stephanie could just go under Levesque or Helmsley or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a lot of bad heat. I mean, she doesn't have as bad as who was the guy that was doing the crotch choke slams or whatever. I'm actually so glad. You know who I'm talking about. He had the porn stash look.
Are you talking about Joey Ryan?
Yeah. You'll never see him ever return to wrestling. I can guarantee that.
Oh, God.
She doesn't have that bad a heat, but she still has enough heat with it, too, that she got canceled. I mean...
Yeah. Well, I said we could talk a lot about her. You know, as the time gets closer, we could talk about a lot of Rumble participants, what has transpired, and like I said, we got a lot. Yeah, but the Texan does bring up a good point though that heat will make money though.
Good heat though, not
good heat.
Ugly heat.
Negative.
There's a difference between the two.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. All right. Well, like I said, we'll see what happens. As far as what you know, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, if Jordan Grace comes over again, I don't see another female TNA star coming over to appear in the Rumble because
they don't want to take distraction.
I'm telling you right now, the talent pool in NXT's women's division is, I mean, I'd say that's the best division right now, and it's arguable. But right now, NXT women are really killing it in the wrestling industry. So,
just thinking about it right now, I can see Tessa appearing in the Rumble, not as a participant. If Jordan appears, she's going to come out and make her lose.
That all depends on contract talks too. So,
yeah.
But speaking of NXT, let's move on to the next one. So, one of the major ones we're going to talk about here, this has happened after they went off the air with Eddie Thorpe getting involved with HBK. Because Eddie Thorpe lost the match even though that both Trick Williams' shoulders and Eddie Thorpe's shoulders were down in the championship match. But Trick Williams was on top of Eddie Thorpe when both shoulders were down. So, I mean, they still counted. I mean, the ref took a bump toward the end, and then there was 2 refs that counted 3. One was for the other as far as getting the decision. So it was considered a draw. So Trick still has the title, and Eddie Thorpe is all. I mean, he lied to get. He basically manipulated his way to get the title shot anyway. But here's another thing. Now, Saturday night's main event. Okay, we see the real after it went off the air. So this happened off the air too. So with KO getting involved, it was Triple H getting involved with the shoving match with KO. Now Eddie Thorpe now shoves HBK. What's up with authority figures getting involved with wrestlers after the show? I mean,
well, yeah,
I really don't see anything.
Yeah, it's after the show for one.
But it's still put on their official pages, though. It's on their official pages.
I think they're trying to make worked shoots. Yeah. Like it's not supposed to be happening kind of thing since it's happening off the air, you know.
Well, they see that like the referees and the other guys being security, like Hurricane and all them, who come out, they can never break it up. So they, as bosses, have to come out there and try to do it themselves because they can't get the guy to calm down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see with Eddie Thorpe, I mean, obviously we're seeing Eddie Thorpe going more toward heel side, and of course, this was a great show this past week. If you've not seen it, go back and watch it. Even if you haven't been following NXT, these guys are putting on one hell of a show. Great card this past week, especially with the tag team title match with one of the tag champs working twice. First one against Obafemi. If you don't know who Obafemi is, oh my God, this dude is a freaking monster. He gives Moose a run for his money.
That poor kid's back. I'm sorry.
Oh man, talk about a 6'8" guy, 310 pounds, giving you an open slap to a guy who weighs like 150 or 160.
He was springboarding off the ropes to come backwards, and he just overhands right into it like a damn bat swing. I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
That's like second-degree manslaughter with that chop, man. I'm telling you, that's horrible. But no, with so I'm just kind of wondering here. How involved are they? Is like Triple H going to get involved because we saw the whole thing with K. If you haven't seen it with KO going through the headquarters after the show, or like
I did
going through it, getting that picture of him, and then get that guy's tape off the desk. Hey, you're using this tape? Yes, I am. He just takes it anyway, and then puts the belt. Well, I really like KO though with what he's doing because he's calling himself the WWE champion, and he's got the original Winged Eagle belt. So he's got my favorite belt of WWE of all time, right there.
You knew there was going to be something more happening with this whenever Hunter said one night only.
Yeah.
And now KO's taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So KO's carrying it around. So
Zach.
He copied all of that off from Drew. It's funny you mentioned Drew McIntyre because that's going to be our next topic on SmackDown. Who exactly is going to align with Drew? Because he's attacked Sami Zayn, he's attacked Jimmy, and now Jimmy's attacking back. So
he attacked Jay too.
Yeah, so he's attacking the original bloodline. So I guess to get to Roman Reigns. So
is it to get to Roman or to stop CM Punk from getting any further with whatever his agreement with Paul Heyman is?
It's Roman.
Well, I believe him and Punk are done. That payoff was at Hell in a Cell, which that I'm telling you, my friend, we're going to have a discussion later on here in just a bit. But who's really going to align with Drew? Because if he's going after these guys, I don't know if Bloodline 2.0 is going to have any interest in backing up Drew. For real. Do you see it?
I think what's funny was, even though Zach, I think, was the original one that posted, you had, who was it? Drew, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins, because they all had a run with him, against the bloodline. So, I mean, it's possible, like, after KO is done with Cody, that could be something like team versus team or something. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not out of the question.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering here because he's going after so many people, and then so many people are going to come after him. So who's going to align? Like, he's found common ground with Seth Rollins. So,
but like what was it last week on Raw? Drew is about to go attack Seth, like he's walking up real fast, and Sammy, blindsides him and stops him.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that either.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, there's still a lot to piece together here with what Drew's going for. And like I said, a lot of this is going to be a storyline coming up through the Rumble. So Drew, once again, trying to put on a tremendous storyline with, first against Punk. Now is he's taking the members of the bloodline because, with Roman Reigns ruining his chances of getting on top of the mountain in WWE. When the original bloodline was pretty much on top of everything else in WWE. So
I don't think it'd be a Shield 2.0 like what Ismail said.
Yeah. So I mean, God, could you think of Seth, Drew, and Kevin Owens somehow forming a faction together? And this is another thing. It could happen because some of these with these weeks to come, they're going to be doing some trades of people moving to different rosters. Like Braun came over to who came over to well Logan Paul came over to Raw. That was announced on Netflix, which is actually a pretty smart move on Netflix part because the Jake Paul having that fight, so his brother's now going to be on this launch with WWE Monday Night Raw.
Gunther.
Yeah. Well, Gunther's going to stay. Yeah, well, Gunther's staying on Raw, but we're going to see how these rosters going to look, and they're probably going to carry out all the way through WrestleMania, and then they're going to have another draft more than likely at the end of probably sometime in May, I would think.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing if Drew does. Yeah, Strowman did go to SmackDown, right? I was trying to think who came over to Raw though. That was supposed to be like a big deal, and I totally forgot. It's like I guess if it was something big, I probably would have remembered it, but I don't know. Maybe
I can't help you.
If Z's listening, he could probably help me
Look
out.
it up.
And this was announced. I think this was on Raw that was announced. It was before the whole Netflix kickoff that was announced. So we're going to venture back here now because now we're going to be talking about what Sports Illustrated has put it out as their 2024 Pro Wrestling Awards. And the first one that they put is Men's Wrestler of the Year is Cody Rhodes. So maybe for his story, it's really to be debatable, but as far as, if there's somebody that had a better year than Cody Rhodes, that's what I want to find out who's had a better year than Cody Rhodes. Because
I think this year was for Cody, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I probably don't want to take nothing away from him on that because he's worked so hard and like I said, that story.
Rumble winner.
Some fans are getting bitter of as far as him carrying out that story, and now some people are getting just tired of the whole story of Cody carrying out the lineage of the WWE title. And they're probably waiting for change, but but who is going to have a better year?
Frank Murphy's drinking again.
Wrong Murphy to be drinking. So no,
it goes with the name. Trust me.
No, Glenn Williams over at SICW though, he has had he's had a really fantastic year. This I totally agree with Women's Wrestler of the Year is Timeless Toni Storm of AEW.
Well, especially just recently, just coming back as the old character too. I mean,
and that's the beauty of it, because it's like she's had amnesia throughout that entire gimmick, the Timeless gimmick, and now she thinks she's like totally debuted in AEW. She's going around saying hi to people for like they think she's saying hi to you for the first time.
She's at least proving what she can do out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she wasn't given the chance for it before.
I mean, yeah,
just to be selfish, I'd choose Chelsea Green.
Yeah. No, Chelsea Green is definitely a success story, and there was a reel put out on We Talk Wrestling about like a couple days ago where she was actually competing in the 2015 Tough Enough, and she got eliminated, but she kept fighting her way back. And, 9 years later now, she's the first ever women's United States champion. So
if you look, Z's NyQuil is kicking in.
Yeah. Yeah, she just sent me the she just signed with AEW. Right, yeah, she just signed with AEW, right? But no, I was a huge fan of the Toni Storm, the Timeless gimmick. As far as the way that she's, the way the whole story is, and the way that she had, did she have a bodyguard? I'm trying to figure if she had a bodyguard too. Yeah, Mariah May was her bodyguard, and now Mariah May is the women's champion, and she's acting like she's never had anything to do with Mariah before, which is funny. So now that is entertaining. In fact, I'll put it to a vote. That's the most interesting storyline that AEW's got going all throughout the promotion. Over these Death Riders, over anything else, with how many flippity floppies Ricochet and Ospreay can do, or anything that the Hurt Syndicate's trying to bring. Timeless Toni Storm, the new Toni Storm now, is definitely killing it in the stories for AEW. So
I won't take that away. I'll definitely agree with that.
Yeah. But of course, Austin's like, oh crap, it's AEW. So.
No, look, like your ass is far behind me.
Yeah.
I'm more opinionated.
Yeah. So breakout star of the year, Jacob Fatu, coming over from MLW. Of course, he's had a long reign as MLW champion before he got signed on with WWE. This is, of course, oh my gosh, is this actually a thing? I've got to go back and see this though. That on Collision, Ricochet had toilet paper thrown at him in the ring.
I could say so much on why, but we're not going to.
I saw the clip. Yes, it happened. And he just looked around. He's just like, "Who the hell threw this?" The guy's just like holding his hand up like me, and he chucks it back at him.
Oh, so he was able to point him out in front of the crowd of 800. That was that Collision.
Well, 795.
And 20 counts.
Oh man. No, but that's. I'll tell you what. Streamers is good. Toilet paper, no. You don't want toilet paper thrown at you in the ring. So,
well, hey, we did. Remember, we all wanted that back in 2020. I mean, so.
Oh yeah, now it's just it's all freehand. It's yeah. And of course, it probably cost you about $10 a roll back in 2020.
Well, remember, it was a little expensive recently, though, too, because everybody thought toilet paper came in overseas. So,
yeah, in some in some meth areas, you could trade it for a rock. Just
Jimtown
roll.
Anyway, breakout star. I want to argue with that. While he may have, I'm not going to say the name. We've already talked about him. I think he was more of the breakout star. Because look at everything that he has had happen with him. Besides coming in, doing some of the stuff in WWE and NXT, he's over He signed a deal to where he could come in and do appearances in WWE, keep his contract with TNA, and also working on the Indies too. There's nobody ever in the history of WWE contracts that has ever had that. No, I'm not saying it, Zach. I'm not saying Joe Hendry. Oh, shit.
What did you do?
He wasn't trying to say the name, and he said it anyways. What an idiot.
Oh, gosh.
Of course, Ruby is a little slow on the button.
Well, no, I don't have the GIF on this side. So
the music button, no,
the music button, yeah. Well, I got to move over to here, of course.
GQ, I'm right here with you.
Joe Hendry, 'cause you love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right, that's enough of that.
Oh, come on, you'll play it as your bedtime lullaby.
Yeah. Hey, Wyatt, I want to say hi to Wyatt here. Thanks for watching, Wyatt. Hopefully, you're enjoying this, bud. And like I said, we're just kind of once again, we're going over Sports Illustrated's Pro Wrestling Awards of the Year.
But
so,
no, I honestly think Hendry though should get that just because of everything that he's gotten this year because of that.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a breakout than Fatu, in my opinion.
I mean, unless they're just going by ring alone as far as like getting the push or whatever. But no, I agree because think of the way that he is crafty with the different the vignettes or the videos he's made for certain stars. I think the best one though was that he did was for Elias, where he did that one indie show overseas over in England. Hendry took his job. That's funny. Look it up if you guys don't know, but good stuff. But
I thought the one against Kennedy or Anderson or whatever, when he did the Pokemon intro, I thought that was one of the best, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, that was good too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that he's had. But I'll tell you, but when he comes to WWE, he can't really get that creative because licensing, and it's like, well, you're making parodies and songs that are licensed, so you can't do it.
Parody it and not using the actual stuff, you can get away with it.
Yeah,
trust me, I've looked it up.
Oh man, well,
that's how Weird Al gets away with it.
Well, maybe you should talk with.
No.
He said that it's like he's like, I don't want to get in that conversation; it'll never end.
Yeah. Well, how about hold on a second. Oh yeah, we're at the match of the year. Now this is huge, and I don't know who. Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay. It just all depends what you look for. Maybe they're going by technician wise, but if you're talking about a match and a pop, bro, you cannot the whole match between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns WrestleMania. That's probably that match was long, a lot involved. There's a lot of emotion. The fans were into it. There's a lot of fans. Hear me, AEW. A lot of fans that got into it.
There.
You can't say a lot in AEW in the same sentence.
Well, I did, but
unless it involves Coca-Cola or half of that. How do you think Tony Khan gets his hair like that?
Oh man.
Anyway,
I mean, do you guys agree with them? Do you like, or do you have a better match of the year?
I would almost say Cody and Roman.
The match I could make an argument with it is Drew and Punk in Hell in a Cell. That'd be my only.
Oh yes, that's a very good number 2. That's a very good number 2. But yes, that was a fantastic. That was probably, that's at least in the top 5 in Hell in a Cell matches of all time. I'm going to say.
Because you got
I don't know where, but it is.
That storyline to go along with it's just rival.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say necessarily rivals it completely, but it's a. If this is Roman and Cody, then it's about right here.
Yeah, I get you. But no, I mean those are really good arguments, though. I understand. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, Bryan Danielson's had some really good matches, though. I will say he's had some really good matches. In fact, him and MJF had a really good match. It was a long match, drawn out match, but it was
Zach.
Yeah. the AEW Guardian is the Miz. So
top flight security.
we need to stop. We need to stop.
Yeah, quit taking a dump on AEW. They do enough on their own.
No, I'm not really. I'm just saying that there's a lot of wrestling out there, though.
I'm not saying it wasn't, Zach. I just think for match of the year, with the build up and everything for it for months and everything, I still want to say it was Cody and Roman, though, too.
The storyline of the year, the Bloodline Saga. I totally agree.
Yep.
And like I said, there was a lot of build in the Bloodline Saga going up to before Roman taking his leave, and then Solo coming in, claiming the Ulafala, calling himself the Tribal Chief, and running with the Bloodline 2.0, and then Roman coming back. So, like I said, there you go. There's your Bloodline Saga, and to me, that's the story of the year. I totally agree with Sports Illustrated on that one. And unless if anybody else has got anything different from that.
I can't argue.
I say my opinion on it. I mean,
Z, what do you think? A story of the year? Is it Bloodline? Let me know. So I know we're talking. Yeah. So, let's see. We're back to now. Oh yes, rivalry of the year. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. I totally agree. There's so much involved with that. With Drew making everything personal, and then.
oh yeah, I agree.
Even though Punk was out for some time with that was it a tricep tear?
Tricep.
Yeah. So Punk had to come back real quick, and then, of course, Punk screwing out Drew McIntyre after he won his match, and him beating Seth Rollins, and then screwing him out of the title. Well, basically, beating him down, and then Damian Priest cashing in at WrestleMania, and he was bitter ever since. So, yeah. So no, I mean, just wow. I mean, things just really got on a personal level. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other rivalry, like if there's any women's rivalries. And of course, I mean, if you're looking at women though, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that would be the women's top one. Ain't nothing topping that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very. Hey Wyatt, I'm doing good, buddy. I appreciate it, buddy. Once again, thanks again for watching, bud. And Frank brings up a good point. Has Sports Illustrated done one last year? Is this the first time they've done a list? I mean, I don't know. Have to. I mean, I would have to do my research and see if they did one for 2023. So,
hey Zach, go look and see if they've done one.
No, then he'll be off. He's probably watching right now on his phone because he's laying down. Don't make him do that.
He's probably watching on his TV.
Oh yeah, he maybe is watching on that big TV of his. Maybe so. Maybe the kids are watching it too. Yeah. Like
there's no school tomorrow.
My kid's on winter break right now. I'm sure all the kids are on winter break. So, no, but that's a very good question though. We'll have to check that out. Heel turn of the year. Kofi and Xavier turning on Big E to the trio split of the New Day.
Yep.
So basically booting Big E out. And man, are Kofi and Xavier really good? They're really nailing it right now. Where they can't even get a spot in the locker room. They're really messing with the crowd. Man, they are really taking advantage of this heat right now.
They're
And
trying to get that Dominic heat when they're trying to talk on the microphone.
Yep. Yeah, they were trying to come out and talk to the crowd. They got booed out of the ring. They didn't want to fight the boos, and then they started cheering when they dropped the mics and left. So they have got right now. They've got the WWE fans in the palm of their hands right now. So,
and like they got they walk backstage. All the wrestlers are like Ray said they can't be in the locker room. Last week on Raw.
Yeah. Exactly. So
I can see it a little bit. I can't think of any major like heel turn really that is up on that level. Just because this is more memorable, but it's also more recent though. I mean, is it memorable because of how recent it is, or is it memorable because of?
Well, I mean, I could say that Finn turning on Damian to cost him the title.
Yeah, that's a good. Well, yeah, I would say that puts it in play. Those two are very competitive. With Finn turning on. Yeah, because it was a heel turning on a heel, making Damian a face eventually.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the weird turns now. Like right now, we're kind of looking at that now with what
There's
happens with Carlito and JD and Dominic turn on Finn. Once again, we're looking at another, heel versus heel situation. Who's going to come out with the face on that? My guess, once again, probably will be Finn. But once again, Finn will not get along with Priest because Priest has cost him so much, so especially costing him the tag titles. So,
Ruby, you just got your answer. The Sports Illustrated started in 2019.
Oh, so 2019? Okay. All right.
Zach said Solo's turn should have been number one.
Oh, that's a very good point, though. With basically attacking Heyman. Yeah, so that's a turn. So
yeah, that's true.
I'll still put the New Day one more.
Yeah, though. I think that
all
was
three of those really good though. Like I said, I think really the turn Finn did on Damian though to kind of cost him the world title, and that was good. And in the New Day though, that was just. I will say though, I got more chills from the New Day turn than the Finn Balor one. So me personally, I would be going with the New Day. That's me.
Because you go from cheering them every week, probably one of the loudest pops in the crowd, and then you go to straight hatred.
Yeah, right. All right. So, okay. Yeah, so we're looking at our. How many more we got? We got two more awards. So this is what I'm kind of tangled with. Best on the mic, Drew McIntyre. And I want to know how. Yeah. I mean, because I know there's different elements of cutting a promo on the mic or how you present yourself on the mic and how you address somebody on the mic. And there's all these separate elements, but they still say Drew McIntyre.
I mean, Drew gotten a hell of a lot better than what he used to be, but I wouldn't give him number one.
I would not give him number one, no. I mean, like I said, Paul Heyman's been really good on the mic for the bloodline. If you're looking for like superstars, I mean, I don't know. I mean, for a while, LA Knight was good at the beginning of the year, but in like the first half of the year, but now it's like after he got the US title, it's been kind of, I don't know. It seems it seems that he's kind of gotten more not as creative with his mic or his like I guess I should say insults. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's it doesn't seem too crisp on that. But I mean, I would think LA Knight would have been better than Drew. I don't know. There's a lot of good guys on the mic though, but one is not on the mic is CM Punk. So I mean, but of course, Punk has been out for a while. I mean, Punk is okay, but he's not the whole voice of the voiceless Punk. You know what I mean? He's not the really rebel like he used to be. When I know you want to blame age, I don't know. Blame age, I have no idea, but um, but I don't know. Can you guys think of anybody else that could be better?
Not really.
I got one. I can't even think of his damn name right now. Forget it. I'll think of it later.
Yeah. I don't know. You just gave me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Why does my camera not do that? I'm jealous. Oh, thank you very much. Kevin Owens. Yes, I totally agree with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is so spectacular on the mic. I give the car promos alone, right? Yeah, so Kevin Owens is so much better on the microphone than Drew McIntyre, in my opinion. And even before, like I said, the way he explained himself as far as the stories, and even now with him attacking Cody and everything else, and how why they're blaming him and why he's playing the victim, like why is it me and all that. He's doing some really good work on that right now. So I would say Kevin Owens over Drew McIntyre on that.
Okay, I can't. I said I couldn't think of dude's name. What's his name? That always said TikTok.
Oh, God!
You know who I'm talking
Killer
about?
Cross, Karrion Kross.
Yes, because he'd always do those promos in the back, or like with his woman in the background and all that stuff.
Yeah. And Frank makes a better. Going back to LA Knight, Frank makes a great point here. He was better as a challenger than he is a champion, but people are also making that case for Cody as well. Some people, but and yes, Logan Paul did do a good job this year. He was good. He was decent. I'm still saying KO number one. So, and like I said in the Final Testament with Karrion Kross, I mean that's just a lot.
Yeah.
I
Because those backstage venues have been great.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot. There's not bad answers here when it comes to Mike. I mean, as far as making better arguments for Drew McIntyre, though, Logan Paul, LA Knight, okay, but definitely in my opinion, Kevin Owens on that. Then the last one here is Tag Team of the Year, and they went the route of NXT with Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And I solely agree with this. If you guys have not watched Nathan Frazier and Axiom, you're missing something really special with these two. Like I said, this past week on NXT, Axiom actually worked twice. He faced Obafemi in the opening match, got tore up bad by Obafemi, and somehow him and Nathan Frazier pulled off a victory over Gallus to defend the titles. So
I wonder if they put that wrap around his arm from the chop.
They should have wrapped his back is what he should have wrapped.
Well, it was like right on his shoulder blades where he caught him at, on his back. I was just like, oh, you want a dick.
Oh, man. I say no. Like I said, I'm telling you right now, are they calling it the Silver and Black brand now? Mm-hmm. I think it is.
Yeah.
I was calling it the Chrome and Black, because of the shiny silver, but Silver and Black, but the brand right now is getting, I think at this point, they are really exceeding beyond what the Gold and Black was, or the Black and Gold, whatever. When they had Undisputed Era in there, they had DIY at the time. Asuka, Kairi Sane, kind of that era. So right now they're really doing. They've got some. It's a great women's division, top women's division in my opinion. in NXT. So if you're not watching that, you're really missing out on that. So here's what I want to go ahead and do. I don't want to delay this any longer. Okay. So
GQ, you see that?
yeah, you're
Look
getting
what Zach
called
went
out
to.
again. It's a future phone.
I just did. All right. I mean, this is man. I get calls a lot. I mean,
I know. He's a wanted man. Never mind.
Well, it is after 9 o'clock. Minutes are free.
Right. Hey, take your advantage. So, guys, what we're going to do here is we are going to do our top 10 guests of Falls Count Everywhere. That's really one of our big lists here this year. And once again, we had some great guests. Before we even do that, some of the honorable, as far as the different subjects we had here, let's see. Some of the we talked about dads in wrestling, luckiest careers in wrestling, and we also had another top 5. I'm trying to think of a top 5 list we had, but dads in wrestling got a really good good viewership on that with John Tenta, Owen Hart, even Dan the Dad on the indie scene, Christian Cage, a lot of good dads. But no, that was episode number 150, and that got a lot of good viewership. I think that was our top rated subject one was our topic one, which is dads in wrestling, and that's actually got our vote for top subject of the year. So let's see. Yeah, hey Dean, what's going on, buddy? Dean's here again, and then also, I mean, we had some, so we did some reviews of PLEs and pay-per-views. Crown Jewel was actually one of our highest rated ones on Twitter, and which kind of bumped it to overall. So Crown Jewel was a top review of that. And of course, we can't forget about, FanFest 2 was actually our best location show. I know we only had 2 between that and Hyamania down in Arkansas, but FanFest 2 definitely knocked it out of the park with the live viewership there. And of course, on the recap, I mean, there's just really good interaction. Like I said, we're looking forward once again to going down in May down to the airport Hilton for FanFest 3. So looking forward to that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into the top 10. And we want to do some honorable mentions first. And our first honorable mention here didn't quite make the list, but the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Oops, sorry. Gotta get in the yeah. Sorry, Austin. You just you're gonna have to watch and listen. So sorry, bud. Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead and grab a water if you need to. But Manny Fernandez was one of our honorable mentions here. Manny,
that was a fun one that we did, definitely.
Oh man, no, Manny was really good as far as what the stories that he's had for us, and then of course the conversations we had. He really enjoyed his time down at FanFest 2, and just really an excellent. This was episode number 143, I believe. I believe it was 143, something of that nature. So, but no, Manny Fernandez, once again.
Well, that's funny. I sit down and it comes back on.
Yeah, I know. It's magic how that happens, right? Yeah. How does that happen?
It's electric.
But no, it's
don't get that song started. No way.
No, we're not. No, we're not doing that. No.
We've been around enough DJs to know that's done. No.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's made for those weddings that no one can dance.
Yeah.
No rhythm.
Yeah. So it's great to have Manny on. Hopefully, we were going to try to get another legend on before the Fan Fest. I'm going to do my best to see who we can get as a legend to come onto the show. That would be really, really awesome. But we'll definitely work on that. And then, so our other honorable mention is on the independent scene, up and coming, and this is out of Alabama through Scott Armstrong's Diamond Championship Wrestling, and that is Jack Passion. Jack Passion, of course, making waves. Only been in the business about a year and a half, but he's traveling around the Southeast, and he's now the Diamond Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and the Destiny Champion. So he's got 2 titles, at least as far as from when I last checked. I know Zmiz really liked the conversation with Jack Passion. He was great too, and of course, this was also the episode where he was actually riding in a car, and through the entire time, he didn't tell me that actually Scott Armstrong was actually driving in the vehicle. It's like you just now tell us, It's like you could have said hi or something, But I guess I get it. I guess so. But no, but it was great to have Jack on the show, and hopefully he's. We'll see about the 2025 Summer of Passion to see if he can stop back by the studio and see if he'll like to grace us back on his presence. So, May 18th is Wyatt's birthday. Cool, man. You need to come down on your birthday weekend down to FanFest 3. Get your mom and dad to get you down there, man. That'd be cool. So no, Jack was really cool. In fact, it kind of inspired us to try to make sure we get an original theme song for the show. So, this guy's got great desire, man, and he's definitely looking up. So those are 2 honorable mentions here, and we'll move along here. With our first, we're going to, of course, start at the bottom here with number 10. And our number 10 is Royce Adams. Royce, of course, is the 2nd generation wrestler. Of course, his father, of course, is Brian Adams, which, of course, also known as Crush, who came in as the 3rd member of Demolition back in 90 or 91. And basically rode the whole Kona Crush and, of course, the whole Nation, and of course also with Chronic and Brian Clark. So Royce is he's still making his way to the World Wrestling Network, I believe, and doing some shows with them, and also some other. But he's out of the state of Florida. Got a chance to meet and talk with him for a good while down at the Cauliflower Alley Club. I guess that should have been one of my personal trips to kind of help bring back as a review. Was being down there in Vegas this past year, which was pretty awesome. See, even Frank Murphy was down there. So no, he was really good, awesome guy to talk with, and the Royce Adams, 2nd generation wrestler, and just made the list. So. All right.
Where's Jericho when you need him now?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You hear what now?
Better and quicker than you, so, huh?
Well, I was letting the man finish.
Moving on to number 9 is Sean Cruz. Sean Cruz actually out of the North Carolina area, and
he was good.
He was, he was actually at this year's WrestleCade participating in that before. I think it was after the fact that TNA had what was that Turning Point down there, and Sean is actually a longtime veteran. He's affiliated also with the IAWF. I want to see if he's even got a. Oh my gosh. He had a title with the AWF, and I totally forgot what it was. It could have been I don't know what international. I don't know if it was it wasn't the international championship. It had been something else. It could have been the television title. Who knows? But he did have an AIWF championship at the time. But he's still doing some great work. And Sean Cruz actually makes our night, and a really good guy to talk with too. So. Sean Cruz makes our list at number 9.
Oh, sorry, Ruby. I need you to click on Zach's comment and click on Frank's.
No, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. That's okay. We're moving on. I see it. Trust me, if I wanted to pay attention to it, I would have done it. Good Lord of the Nazarene. Anyway, let's see. Bear with me 1 second here, guys. I gotta check something here real quick. Okay. Let's see. Number 8. The Night Train. Gary Jackson makes our list. Of course, he's the Cauliflower Alley Club's 2024 Independent Wrestler of the Year. Also another fantastic year in SICW, and still doing work with American Championship Wrestling, and the Night Train chugs on, and the man will never tell anybody where him and Brian James are getting this vampire fountain from, the drink from, the never age. So,
did you ever see them eat any kind of thing with sugar in it whatsoever? They don't. You throw a grain of sugar in either of their mouths and watch them dissolve and just shrivel up. I mean, they work out way too darn much.
There's no such thing as working out too. I mean, if you are, as of right now, I mean, I don't know. With Gary, with Gary and Brian, I don't know. I wish I knew what was.
But with all the independent wrestlers all over the United States, Canada, Mexico, sorry, song just got in my head there for a second.
What?
Canada and what?
Anyway, with all of them all over, him being the first inaugural one for the Cauliflower Alley Club Award is best deserving, in my opinion.
Now, where's he mainly out of?
Gary's a St. Louis man. He is out of the St. Louis area. He started back in 1984, around the St. Louis area, and then of course he got his travels to doing some job work, I guess you would say, with WWF in the early 90s. He did get down to Dallas for the Global Wrestling Federation, where he was the Night Train JoJo Jackson. They did some work there. So, and Zmiz, leave me alone. Okay, that's what the graphics did. Okay, I have no idea, but it could have been the color that fixed it. Okay, I don't know why his part of a. Oh my gosh! Hey Barbie, how you doing? Good. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And then
Gary's always been out there at Cauliflower every year. He participated in like the battle royals that they had out there. Apparently, he did some of the work with David Copperfield, which he cut him in half and never put the other part back on. So,
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, Gary is definitely the man. And the award, getting that award at down at Cauliflower Alley Club this past year in Las Vegas, a national award for Independent Wrestler of the Year. So this has basically been Gary's year, and he shared a lot of good stories with us back in episode number 157. So go back and check it out.
In the archives.
In the archives, yes. Yeah, and also, yes, thank you, Herb. He won the Sam Munchnick Award this past year, also at FanFest 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So thank you, Herb. That went over my head, like just about half of everything on a daily basis. But, yes, thank you very much. Yeah, so big awards this year for the Night Train and landing at number 8 on our list. So number 7 on our list is Rock Riddle. Rock, of course. This was right before coming in, or actually, I think this was after the FanFest, I believe.
It was.
So, and after the FanFest, but then he was also down at Cauliflower Alley Club as well. So Rock Riddle getting our number 7 slot here, and some great and interesting. Rock is a great instructor as far as like he's got his own shooting range. Of course, he's had a lot of good Hollywood roles.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to think of the movie that we had him on. I'm going to have to cheat and look back at my files to see which one he was in. But I will bring that up. But no, his you can actually find his movie. Um, is it Unchained? Yeah, Unchained is what it was. With Taya Valkyrie and Eric Roberts, and it's I don't know what kind of a score it got on Rotten Tomatoes, but I mean the movie is out there. So Unchained, featuring Rock Riddle, and
See
I
another
think they
St.
did.
Louis.
I think they did his shot. They did all of his takes in one day for all of his parts. So, um, yeah, but no, he was a really good guy, though. I mean, and Rock, if you're listening, yes, check's still in the mail, but you can't depend on the post service these days. So I'll have to cancel out this check and send you another one. So,
Yeah, famous
if
last
you
word.
get it. I think I should send him a get through Wish. He might get that better.
No, use Timo. That's a lot better.
Oh, the team moves. Well, I mean, Wish. Yeah,
I
well,
got stock in with them though, so
yeah. So, no, Rock is an awesome guy. Great long conversation. He was episode number 153. So, if you got about a few hours or so that you want to listen in on, then this is your interview right here with Rock Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is ACW's own Justin Main Event. And he was actually on twice, but this is actually his recent episode of episode number 168 that he appeared on. And yes, he is still.
Damn.
Side note, Z, we've both, me and Ruby have both dealt with that before. So.
I'm not sending Rock Riddle no expired coupons. I do not want a target on my back. No, but this was episode number 168. That's where he got the most viewership from. So we did not combine his score, okay? If we combined his score, he would actually probably be in the top 3, but we're not doing that. So, but just the Main Event, ACW champion. GQ, he found us, wanted to know how to get in the business like 4 years ago.
Yep.
And where do we lead him to? ACW. And now look
in
what.
the heavyweight championship, and apparently I heard he's doing good in his personal life. So, I mean, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that was one of the things we could say from what started as a lark in 2020 has helped a lot, just with the people that we've talked to,
Yep.
the access we've been getting with people, and then the people that we've led to the business in general.
Yep. Just don't call him Triple J, just saying. Marry the boss's daughter.
Wasn't going to say that. I'm just saying.
No, but
because there's a certain word called kayfabe. But anyway,
See what happened was.
no, we're not. No, we're not playing. See what happened. We're not going that route. No, sir.
Oh, come on. You just got to say you're at a family barbecue and you're straight.
No, but Justin is he's actually the head trainer down at the Skull King and Dojo, and training some of the new guys coming up here. So we got new talent coming through with America's Championship Wrestling as well. And number 5 on this list may surprise somebody that actually no. Oh wait, hold on. Did I get number 5 on here? I did not get number 5 on here.
No, you didn't do 5.
I did not do number 5. Excuse me. Let's go back because we'll talk about these guys here. I'm sorry. Why did I not get this? Boy, I'm going to feel like a real jerk. Well, here we go. If Botchamania is watching here, you can have something to clip on. No.
Oh, come on,
Let's see.
Meltzer.
Let's
Don't
see.
mention
Did I
Meltzer.
not add this slide? Hold on. I bet you
There you go, Wayne.
I did not add the slide on. Okay. So here we
Shame on
go.
you.
Y'all better not be seeing some crap back. Hold on. Let me go back. I gotta
We
finish
don't have to
this.
say it. You're doing it all on your own live, so
Yeah, I
it's
know.
live. It's not Memorex, so
No way, we're not going down that route. No, sir. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So how you
Well,
doing,
what if we do
GQ?
this?
I'm
Let's
doing great. How you been?
Oh, just fabulous.
So how's the production values been since I've been gone?
Well, I
actually
thought it was
pretty good.
good, and then he failed at the end of the year.
Oh my gosh. Can I not get this on? Oh, I feel so bad. I feel bad.
You're about to get some heat next time you see whoever the hell it is.
Well, I have no idea why this is even happening. So hold on. Let me see if this will, because I saved my changes here. I made my changes here. Hold on. Yeah, y'all
You
talk.
would think, Frank. I mean,
Didn't even. I don't think they even happened. Okay, hold on. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add this as an impromptu. So we got to feature our number 5. I have no idea. So
why do I have a funny feeling I'm going to be helping this person to beat you?
yeah. Well, this is my error. This is my total error, guys. So I totally apologize. And but we'll get to this. Just bear with me just a moment, okay? I just need to add a file.
Oh, Zach, chill out. We're trying to add some entertainment while he's doing his thing. You'll live.
We're trying at least. I mean,
Yeah, you try all you want. So hold on. Let's do this. We will I should man, if I wish I could put this over I wish I could customize the shop, but no, I won't be able to. So here we go. Number
you know
5.
what's funny, real quick? The Lego version of you is actually putting it on. Is still working on it on here too. So
So here we go. So
Herb.
Mr.
you're
Herb
getting
Simmons.
fired. You're getting fired.
There we go. Herb is actually number 5. So Herb was actually, this is the episode that were right before FanFest. A lot of people were needing to get all the lowdown on FanFest 2 and what was happening upcoming on that weekend. And Herb sat in and kind of went over all that was coming and for FanFest 2. And so Herb was gracious enough um, to make our show yet one again. Yeah, I know. One of the
And
promoters I work for, and I messed up on his spot. So yeah, I got some, I got some bad mojo coming. So,
he tells us to leave you alone.
well, that's all right. But like I said, our Herb's always so gracious to grace us with his presence, and then a lot of others are they always want to anything news that anything big that Herb's got going on. They want to kind of see what's happening all in the world of SICW, especially when it comes to the Fan Fest. So, yeah, I know I got some explaining to do. It's called I don't know what I'm doing apparently. So that's what it's called.
You don't have to explain that. We already knew that.
Yeah, let's go. There you go. Yeah, I'll have the podcast to fall back on in case if I get fired from one of the promotions. So yeah, that's okay. But no.
I heard there's a bar in St. Louis if you want to fly out there for
Oh,
it.
will you stop? I am not going there. Let's not go there, please. And then we go from there. So Herb, sorry about that, but we got things fixed. Don't worry.
Herb, fire his ass.
No, I'm not going to do that. Moving on here to number 4, and that is the executive order. That is Dexter Roswell and Logan Ridge. And I don't even know if these guys are still together. as a tag team. I know they were tag champions at one point for New Genesis Wrestling. So, yeah, I know. It's this is why we have the best entertainment here, because I get razzed half the time anyway. So with me trying to, yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I feel like the only working construction worker during the day, and everybody else is standing watching traffic, making sure nobody hits me. So that's pretty much how I feel. So yeah, thanks. I appreciate it very much.
At least Herb knew we were covering you for making your mistake and talking while you were forgetting the Godfather wrestling right there. So just saying.
Yeah, Herb got it. Zach didn't.
Now, but the executive order drew a lot of attention with bringing in with New Genesis Wrestling, and of course with Ignite Pro Wrestling, which is still going on right now. And those are two promotions over in Illinois. So apparently, and also I think they do work with IWA Productions as well. Well, with Dexter and with Dexter Roswell, Logan Ridge, of course, probably they're not teaming together right now because they're having differences. But this is, so great conversation with these guys, and I think they were on episode number 140.
Dexter turned on Jason, but also now the
NJW
heavyweight champion.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, and I know that New Genesis Wrestling will be having a show in January. We'll be bringing up all these local shows when we come back on January 5th. And of course, like I said, we got a big, we'll announce some big news coming up in regards to that. So yeah. So executive order taking number 4. So now we're down to our top 3. We're getting down to the top 3 now. So I guess what we call our platform of awards now. So number 3, taking our most viewed of 2024, is the Lumberjacks. And of course, the Lumberjacks in episode number 165. This was the night right after their farewell, their retirement match in St. Clair, retiring as ACW Tag Team Champions, and I believe 35 years in the ring. So right now they're just enjoying the life of just watching everybody in the business. So, so they'll make some appearances in American Championship Wrestling every now and then, but right now they're just enjoying their retirement away from the ring and no longer active. And great conversations they were on, but previously, but I think it's been like a couple of years or so since they were on. But a good conversation with
both of them at that time, though, when we had them on. Do you remember?
Yeah. So they were both on the same shot. So, yeah.
Ruby, I know I've heard American Championship. Where is that? I know I've heard that name.
So American Championship Wrestling is out of Missouri, usually around. They're based out of the Franklin County area, around Interstate 44 in Missouri.
One of the guys that used to wrestle at the Coliseum said he used to work for them, or did work for them at the same time he was coming down to the Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
What was his name?
What was it? Creed something. I can't remember. It's been like 15 years. I just remember hearing that name.
Is it Deke?
Definitely not that same one. He said 15 years.
Did you say Deke? Because I know there was a Deke Hansen.
He said Creed something.
Creed.
Something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, this is back like 15 years ago. I just happen to remember that name coming up.
Yeah. So Lumberjacks top it off. They make it their mark at number 3 with their viewership, and of course we appreciate all they've done throughout the years, and of course 3-time Hall of Famers, the Lumberjacks, and of course multiple tag team champions.
Let me see if I can remember all 3. Midwest Independent Hall of Fame,
right?
The St. Louis Independent Hall of Fame,
right?
And then the Missouri Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Okay.
Missouri Wrestling Hall of Fame. Yes. The Missouri Wrestling Hall of Fame was in 2004, I believe. So,
Yeah.
okay. Yep. So that's so that's the Lumberjacks in number 3. Now, getting on to number 2. Just last week, we had this guy, Jack's Insane. You want to talk about an entertaining show this was. The guy that you see here looked exactly like that on camera. And to our surprise, toward the end of the interview, we were walking into Jack Hanna's Wild Animal Kingdom with all the let's see, the snakes and the bearded dragons, and we were talking about somebody doesn't like reptiles.
Mm-mm.
Oh no!
I heard that girl mentioned like tarantula and shit. I'm like, hell no, nope.
Oh my gosh, no. So, and that's Jezebeth. That's his manager, valet, and of course, real life wife. There.
You gotta love when you guys call your wife something weird like that, though. So
maybe she thought of it. I don't know. Yeah, I know didn't come out of my mouth. He said it, so it's like, okay, this is what you want to call. Okay. So no, it was really good. So he's the current AIWF television champion, and I think he's another. So he's actually had a pretty big year with Jack's Insane. So he's getting the red ribbon here for this as our number 2 viewed guest, and over 1.4, about 1,400 views alone on Facebook, that alone. So that is saying something. So Jack's Insane, number 2, and of course making big strides for 2025. And like I said, it was just last week. That's another one you need to go check out. You get to see all the animals that they bring on too, and they show us, and it was kind of pretty cool. We get to talk about animals because I got 3 fur babies myself. So now we get to the big one. This is what you would think would not be a number 1, but it is. Numbers don't lie. So without further ado, here is your number 1, everybody, and that is Mr. Frank Murphy. So Frank is actually, he heads up the Classic St. Louis Wrestling and the collectibles there. He has all the Classic St. Louis Wrestling programs and of course, Classic St. Louis Wrestling programs are on Facebook, and yeah, so a great conversation. Of course, I had a good conversation with him down at Cauliflower Alley Club. Talked with him for about a good hour or so. I forgot which day it was, but it was just afternoon. We weren't doing anything, and we just sat and relaxed and talked and shot the breeze about the business. And a really good conversation. Had a really good conversation with him on episode number 162. So Frank Murphy gets our top honors. What? Who said that? I'm just saying, we didn't have nothing going on that day. There was nothing going on as far as I didn't say that I had nothing better to do. That's not what I said.
Hey, Frank, you know what? Give him that fade check upside the head next time.
I was giving him an applause. I was giving him. Gosh.
Frank, you have every right to slap him upside the head next time you see him.
I see the stuff that happened when I wasn't on here. You're insulting the guest.
I am not insulting the guest. No way am I. Yeah, so fabulous show, episode number 162. That gets our top rank of our 2024 guest. And yes, excellent. Yes, so if you haven't already, Classic St. Louis Wrestling Programs, it's got over 2,300 members now. And you can do your part and go find it on Facebook and just like the page. If you like Classic St. Louis Wrestling, this is all through the Sam Munchnick era, I believe through the 70s. No, Frank, go ahead. Frank, I don't think. Do you have anything older than the 70s? Um, just out of curiosity. And we still, I mean, there's still a lot of material here that we can even do. We're trying to do some new things here, and I'm trying to put some new segments for 2025. One of them is, we did it while Frank was on the show, but there's a lot of classic, like audio interviews or like spots, mic promo spots from all the legends of St. Louis wrestling, and we might have a St. Louis Wrestling Legends flashback. Oh, 1950. Oh, my Lord. Okay, I was way off. So that's how far back he goes to, even with 1950 in the programs. So, my goodness.
Oh, you should know about that, Ruby. You was around that time.
Oh, will you stop it? Will you stop? Oh my gosh. What was that? Oh, yeah. This is it.
Get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
Get out of here. Don't like any of you right now.
Hey, Ruby's not like that. Come on now. The underwear he wears is from back then. It's never been washed. I mean, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Look
now
at
we
the
have
original
programs
stains.
34. Yeah.
Now that's when Ruby was born, so.
Yeah. So I will say though that wasn't this past week that one of our comrades, GQ, was posting pictures of Keith Richards holding twins. He's like, oh, here's Keith Richards holding Adam and Eve when they were born. I was like, yeah, Daddy, and he was there too. And I said, yeah, and God lit a cigarette. So
Somebody say hi real quick here.
hey, Pepper. There's GQ's little fur baby right there.
What?
I think Pepper's a little camera shy too. So anyway, congratulations on that. And so we're getting near the end of our program here, guys, and I'm going to do some quick adjusting here on one of our shots. But
I agree, Zach.
Yeah. So if there's anything that you like to see in 2025, as far as maybe possibly if there's any type of special segment you'd like to see, maybe some guests you like to see, we're always welcome to suggestions, and we will do everything in our power to make that happen. Will we succeed? Most of the time, yes, but kind of give us a heads up as far as what you would like in that. So, and once again, live TV, and I forget about adding something I was trying to get here earlier in the week, and now it's not here. So where is it? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Okay, let's see.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I think I know where it's at. I think I know where it's at. Yes.
I'll say, Ruby, don't forget Zach's favorite segment.
Oh no, we're going to be getting to that, so that's not a problem.
Oh, you said wind it down. I thought you was going to do it, not do it.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. So, we will.
All right, Frank, have a good one.
All right, Frank. Thanks a lot, bud. Once again, thanks a lot for giving us our number one ranking, or at least giving us all the views for the False Count Everywhere podcast. So we're very gracious for that. So yeah, guys, one last time for 2024, we bring you once again wrestling's gold memes, everybody. There we go. And we're going to do some of the best we've had. We even may do something that's probably past and you haven't seen in 2024. But maybe a couple of ones here, but at least we're giving you some ones here. So with our wrestling gold memes, let's check out our first one here with and remember Brad Taylor from Home Improvement, and this is him now, the before and after.
That's steroided out then.
Yeah.
He went from Hanson to that.
Oh man.
Thanks, Herb. Have a good one.
You too, bud. So yeah, good old Brock, country Brock, man. That I'll tell you what. I wonder if he is totally done, or maybe he might come back with this. Maybe trying to make a 2025 a monumental year for WWE if he also makes a return. So,
Yeah, Zach, I did that for you, buddy. Don't worry.
And then our next one here, Back to the Future reference with Rock and Roman Reigns versus Rhodes. Where we're going, we don't need Rhodes with Triple H behind the wheel as Doc Proud.
I honestly thought with those glasses that was Seth Rollins at first. I'm not gonna lie.
He would wear something like that though, with Seth. Oh my gosh, that was so great.
Yeah.
Rock made a lot of things better with that bloodline angle.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, will we see him again in 2025? I'm pretty sure we will, but we just don't know when. And then here's an oldie but goodie here. When I'm in the middle of an important Skype work meeting and my wife shouts out at me for plugging up the toilet again.
Ruby, get off the screen.
That's what it probably looked like if I just had a black singlet on.
Oh, please don't ever do that.
Yeah. Technical foul.
Please don't put a singlet on.
No. Please don't ever wear less than what you wear now.
Says a guy who likes to take his shirt off in any possible chance he gets.
But I make it look good.
Stop lying to the world.
Right. Stop lying to the world. Oh.
We're trying to gain viewers, not lose them.
And I did this one here for Z because I knew he'd like this one again. But we all knew the old era of Steve Austin, but these days, we got to know kind of warm Steve Austin because he's more of like a cat dad now.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not knock that stuff right now. Don't.
And he likes to, he hugs friends and he goes and waters his flowers. So, this is kind warm Steve Austin right here. Oh yeah, he's reading a book to the elderly too. So.
Oh man!
I wish I knew who drew this, but this is hilarious. Oh my gosh! I knew Z would love this one. See, look at all this. Look at all those.
That comment before was funny too.
Yeah, all the rolling emojis here, and so our last meme, he looks like a thumb. He does. Steve Austin's head looks like a thumb or fingertip for his head. That's funny. And no neck, Steve Austin. Of course, once you break yours, you don't have one. So, one more meme to show for 2024 is this, where with me, where I don't like my coffee too bitter. My coffee I left on the pot overnight. It's Bret Hart.
Oh wow!
Say Bill Goldberg kicked me. And I don't care who sees this. I don't care. Somebody's not laughing because of it.
Bret Hart. That poor soul. He's angry inside.
You gotta like Bret Hart taking a. That's exactly what Bret said. Is that?
I say both.
You never thought Brett would take a coffee bath in the coffee cup. So, yeah. But no, that's all we got. That was our best of. We're going to have some new gold memes here coming for you next when we come back on the air. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. Shoot. So, I guess I don't know. I mean, you got any Christmas plans? Anybody? Anybody got any Christmas plans? GQ got any Christmas plans coming up?
I don't know. I was going to try to see if we could have Goldberg come on the show because I know he's your favorite. So.
No, he won't. He only will if I ask for Matt Riddle to come on. So you don't like Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle's great.
You forget I know somebody that can get it if I wanted to. So.
Yeah. Wyatt's hitting the hay. Thanks for viewing, Wyatt. Austin Cage. What is Austin Cage doing for Christmas?
Well, Christmas Eve, we're going to my family's house, doing a get-together with my side of the family. Then Christmas Day, her side of the family. Yeah,
all right.
That's about it. What about you, Ruby?
Just kind of same as ever.
Well, he's got to put on the suit and then go out with the reindeer at night, on Christmas Eve night.
So are you the elf riding shotgun?
Nope. No, he has a redhead that lives with him that does that.
Well, she's got to stay at home with the kids, man. So they need somebody else.
Well,
yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to be spending time with family on Christmas Day. And, of course, I got to slave and work to the grind on the days around that. So it is what it is. Before we get out of here, though, I do want to bring this up one more time. So our show coming back, episode number 175, me and Zmiz will be back at the helm. And I don't know why you're gone again. But anyway, you can see that.
But you didn't set this one up with him either, so.
I probably didn't. But no, but we're going to have Brandon Beretta on.
How is it you got the one
guest.
Other nationality that's like not being shown? You just got us crackers here, so.
Okay, yeah. So, but no, Brandon Beretta, strictly business Brandon Beretta, who's done some with the NWA Exodus chapter, and of course also doing work with Ohio Valley Wrestling, will be with us on January 5th. That's our episode number 175. That is our next episode because we are taking next week off to enjoy the rest of the year off. And so that's what we got, guys. Looking forward. See who what did you say? What?
I have no clue.
I'm not saying anything that one of the best heels that would have already said himself anyway. So,
oh well. But I'll tell you what, we've had a great, spectacular year where we were expecting better things to come in 2025, and we're just really looking forward to everything.
Looking forward to, hey, what? How about what?
We're
anyway,
not
I think it was the bald white boy comment.
I know we've already discussed it and everything. I will be back for the Royal Rumble start show before Royal Rumble.
Yes,
we're going to draw numbers again. We need a fifth person now since Austin's here. So
either that,
I'm on every pay-per-view now. So
either that, or we can actually give for those who want to participate. We might even do something for our viewers if they want. If maybe our viewers can get a free entry, we'll throw up 6 slots for each one, and we'll probably, if their slot is selected, if they win the Rumble, then they get a prize from us here at Falls Count Everywhere. How's that? And we'll make that's what I call for, and we'll put them in the drawing. So,
why don't you do some kind of contest in between now and the Rumble, see if you can pull something off, and then whoever the winner is can be that 5th member on here.
Well, that could be a possibility too.
I'm calling it already. No matter what, we know somebody's going to appear this year. It will be Joe Hendry.
Yeah. There you go.
I said it. Play the damn music before we go.
Oh my God.
And he's got to have a wet dream now.
Where I'm at that. Okay.
And Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right. But that's enough.
We do it to piss you off, Ruby.
Hey, yeah, whoever sends the most stars, that's what I like. But if you're sending stars on Facebook, that's your entry to get in. There you go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We've got some time to figure it out, and we'll make some announcements on our Facebook page for that. But until then, we are going to get out of here. How's that? So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to Austin Cage. Merry Christmas to GQ. You guys have the best bringing in your new year. Be safe out there, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Love that.
Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Boxing Day. I think that's pretty much everything, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so. But, guys, we thank you once again for watching us. Without you, we're nothing. So, keep it tuned in to what we're going to see. So, hey.
Bye, Michael.
Michael, yeah, you're late.
Mike, thanks for joining us on the sign up for 2024. But until then, guys, we will see you next year, January 5th. Have a great Christmas or great New Year, and we'll see you in 2024.